All right. So we're gonna be starting off stream a little different. I have to go back and do some cutscenes. If you weren't here for the ending of last night's stream, we were getting the green screen really badly to the point where we didn't get to see any of the cutscenes. So what I've done is I have a save before those cutscenes and I have the save after when we beat the boss and everything. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna load up my save before the boss. I'm gonna put on the superpowers to kill the boss really quickly so we can watch the cutscenes. I think I fixed it now. I went searching on Steam forums and found out it had something to do with anti-aliasing. So I have got that turned down, and I also have another thing that I don't think had anything to do with it, but we'll see. So that's the plan. And apologies, but I do want to see this cutscene. I haven't seen it in a very long time, and I think it's supposed to be a pretty major event as considering what happened. So, and my controller is doing the buggy thing. All right, we need to load this one. Yeah, we're going to be loading this save next. Loading this one, put on our superpowers. Because all we care about is the cutscene. We don't care about encounters. I think that's... Alright, supercharge is on. What's up, Seven? So Seven, we're gonna watch the cutscenes again. We're gonna kill this boss. We're gonna kill this boss real quick.
Please.
And rewatch the ending where we ended last night, because all of our cutscenes were green screen.
Sin always returns for its spawn.
And I'm eating a slushie.
Sure, we're going to encourage
With
them
a
to
spoon.
call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Oren telling me.
It's a
Sin is my old man.
pineapple
Sin is
juice slushie. You woke up with the green screen? Well, I think I have it fixed now. And we have the save for after this, so we are literally just loading this up to watch the cutscene, and then we're gonna switch back to the main save. Because I mean, the way I'm gonna beat this thing, everybody's not gonna get XP or anything like that. You're fasting? I've never tried that. Oh, right. This pretty much works. Or not. Didn't do that last night when I tried this. It was supposed to be supercharged. Having some GI issues, and I figured fasting is worth the try for, yeah. Very well may be your solution. What does Grand Summon do exactly? See, last night, supercharged was healing on back to full. Guess I'm not gonna be that lucky then. Grand Summon appears with Juno's overdrive. It allows her to immediately summon an Aeon into battle with a full overdrive. Oh, that's it. Can't use it right now. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oops. Missed it twice. Oh man, how do we resurrect Aeon? Is there an item or do you have to like tint or whatever? I guess I just got unlucky. There we go. All right, it's dead. Cutscene time. You can't revive them with magic or items, but if you touch a save sphere, it heals HP and MP, your entire party, and Aeons. Okay. So it doesn't have like care items like an 8. So that's sin and all of its sinny glory. Look at all that shrimp. Nice and
Look out!
I wonder if there's a picture of what sin will actually look like in its entirety. Whoa, I didn't remember that sin Thanos snaps. Sin was Thanos snapping before Thanos was Thanos snapping.
Stand back, Lady Una.
Yes.
Ooh. What is his overcharge? Whoa, dude. Can we have Seymour? Just give us Seymour, we'll win the game. Yeah, General Leo, same thing. I want General Leo. Well, I like the character of General Leo. I was actually really sad that he was not fleshed out more. Again, we're just watching this for the cutscene.
The others.
Too bad. They tried. See, if we hadn't gone back and watched this, I would have forgotten all about the little tower thing. They're still in our cutscene after this. They got green screen too. So not quite done. Audio levels seem off though. Like the dialogue audio seems way lower than that music that was playing. Oh, it's still not melted enough. We have to keep eating with a spoon. Does fasting mean you can't drink either? You can't drink anything? The fix was changing the anti-aliasing. You're drinking lemon water. You can still drink water. Who do we talk to? Isn't there somebody still alive? Oh, there he is. Anyway, the fix was if you go into system right here, you have to change anti-aliasing to MSAA4X from what it was.
What's going on?
Super low calorie, but
Why?
it's enough to give me a little boost.
What's going on?
Yeah, I drink my water flavoring is like a lemonade water flavoring. It's like 5 calories or something.
Don't you run away from me!
Of course, Roy. Of course.
Everyone, stand back. I'll summon.
You won't
I'll
get it.
summon. I think that's actually all the cuts, you know.
Your powers are still too weak.
But I must do something.
But we'll watch it till we get control of our character again, and we'll load up our old save.
You can't.
Yeah. Your parents have this really sweet lemon tree right next to an orange tree, so they're like lemon orange. Oh, that's cool. Some like crossbreeded lemon oranges.
I have no
Sounds
idea what I
interesting.
was thinking when I ran after Sin that day.
That's good.
Before I knew what I was doing, there I was, chasing him down like a thief at market. Maybe I was angry. Maybe I wanted to go home. I kept thinking of Xanarkand and my old man.
But I wanted to see if we can make a slushy similar to that. I wonder if I could take pineapple juice and orange juice and make like a pineapple orange slushy. Well, that's a float. Oh, lime ice cream. Lime ice cream like sherbet? I would say that would probably be it's more of like a float thingy. I have to say though, graphically this game looks great. I'm actually really looking forward to 12 because 12 got a remaster too.
I'm still the best.
All right, time to do some
I can
squats.
quit drinking whenever I want.
1,
Then do
2,
it now.
3,
What did you say?
4.
You just said you can.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Thanks for giving that 7-7, Roy. I appreciate it.
Why do today what you can leave for tomorrow?
I'm sure 7 appreciates it too.
There he goes again, crying.
I thought I sensed my old man there. Somewhere. Or maybe it was just Sin's
You got an
toxin
emote you can
playing
use.
tricks on my mind.
Weird mix between Bobby Hill and Billy and wait, Bobby Hill and Billy from Billy and Mandy. I don't know what Billy and Mandy
How many
is.
died today? People die and Yuna dances. When will she stop dancing?
When people
When will
stop
it
dying.
Yuna won't stop dancing. Not until Sin is gone. Those were my thoughts then, I think.
I see you're still here.
Huh?
Many stories ended here.
What is it
today.
called when your eyes are two different color? Isn't there a name
Yours
for it?
goes on, I see.
What?
Squat, 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 squat.
Sin had come and gone, but I remained here.
Heterochromia. That's that right? It's cool, whatever it is. All right, so this now we're gonna restart because the whole point was to watch cutscene. We're gonna load our save that actually has our boss data.
Boop.
Boop yourself, Ditzy. Ditzy, I was listening to Ninja Sex Party today. You have a mild version of each eye. That's awesome. I think it's a very interesting trait. All right, so we want to load this one. Yeah, because that's from last night. You don't even know what your own uncle's eyes look like? God.
A swift retreat. Satisfied?
What do you mean?
Those who turned from Yevon died, while the faithful live on.
The past 10 years have changed you, I see.
do not look so well. But now, more than ever, you must be the people's strength.
My
Their
eyes
confidence.
change color depending on the light.
Anyone else would be expected to show their sorrow.
Depending on light and temperature, my eyes will go from gray and green. They kind of like go back and
But
forth.
you are a summoner. You are Spira's hope. Until sin is defeated, you must not relent.
Because my eyes are not like a green. They're like a
Yes.
hazily
understand.
green. But they
Are
shift
you afraid?
different colors of gray and that hazily green.
Yuna, take me as your pillar of strength. As Yuna Leska had her Lord Zayon. Lady Yuna, until next we meet. Farewell.
Some of these camera angles are weird. So, all right. I've already got like all of the things swarming in my head that I remember thinking when I was a kid playing this, and how I used to roll my eyes so much in this story. Because sadly, I figured out what was going on, or the main like plot of this game and the ending. I figured it out very early. So a lot of this game got ruined for me just because I guessed the ending. All right, you want me to go there? Okay. Oh yeah. I didn't remember Yuna having that.
Sin is Jecht.
Yeah. For a while there, I thought I could feel him. But that doesn't mean I believe you.
Sin is Jecht. He came here for you.
So he killed all those people just for a chance to see me?
That's what Sin does. He wanted to show that to you. Do you know why?
How am I supposed to know?
So you would kill him. As long as he is Sin, Jecht will keep killing. He wants you to stop him.
You gotta be kidding. How do you know all of this anyway? I'm not done talking to you. Don't you run away!
You're the one running.
I don't know about that, Orin. How far do you think you're going to get in the marathon? I hope to get through the main franchise. At least get through that. And I think we'll be all right. 13 is going to be where a lot of big hang up is. 13 is going to take a lot of time. It's 3 fucking games. They're got ridiculously long amounts of cutscenes in them. I mean, if you go look up like Final Fantasy 13, the movie, it's like 8.5 hours long, and it's all cutscenes.
Hey, you two. Hurry up.
Jeez.
Oops.
In dark times, she must be. She must shine bright.
Huh?
Now are dark times. Yuna tries hard.
We should help her then.
If we worry, she tries harder. Do not frown.
Don't worry, be happy.
He's like, "What'd you say, bitch?"
Kimari try too.
Smile, let me see. Sad.
Poor Kamari. Damn it. That new save thing is gonna break my brain. Nah, I don't think I have to worry about that. Nah, I don't think I have to worry about it.
Enough. No time to waste.
You know,
Let's go.
I only remember key points in this game. So I don't even remember like how long it is or how far in I am. Like I'm not gonna know that. That's gonna be fun. Like I could still be at the very beginning for all I know. Oops. David Bowie doesn't technically have heterochromia. Heterochromia. I never noticed. I think the only reason I'm noticing much in this game is just how brightly colored Yuna's eyes are. Fun. I like that stone gaze. Oh, my pollen. My goodness. Can we not? Ugh. Stone breath. Cool. Didn't get punched or something? I don't know. I don't know much about David Bowie. Jeez. Immune to stone. I like. One of his irises was permanently dilated from getting punched in the face. Didn't even know that could happen. Oh yeah, we were playing on fast speed, I forgot. I like how that consisted of going until I got overdrive. Oh my god. Do it again. Yeah, apparently it scratched his eyeball and damaged the iris. Oof. I saw this on, I think it was on Reddit. What is a witching eye or witch's eye? What you got? Hey, we got an ether. We incurred heavy casualties in the last year of Zhou's coast defense operation, but even those losses don't compare to this. I found this line on the battlefield. Maybe you'll have some use. Lulu. Light magic. Fire. Sure, Lulu. No, fuck her. All right, let's heal up. Fork in the road.
How much longer till Xanarkand?
Still a ways.
First down the moon.
Probably a whited out Deadeye.
Then we cross the Thunder Plains to the Temple of Makalania.
Oh, boy.
And before that, we get to pray at the temple in Jose.
We can't just
Apparently
skip
it's
all
just
that,
central
can we?
Heliochromia.
Huh.
I have to pray to the faith in every temple in order to earn the final Aeon.
That's a summoner's training. She's got to prepare mind and body, all just to get ready for the final summoning.
Must be tough, Yuna.
I'll be fine with you here.
So here's a question. Do y'all both have perfect 20/20 vision? I'm partially colorblind. I'm actually 50% colorblind. According to Google, central heterochromia is when the inner ring of the iris, the eye color closest to the pupil, is a different color than the outer ring along the edge of your iris. This trait usually involves both eyes with two separate colors, apparently in each eye instead of one. Huh. Oh, let me get that away.
Hey, new guy.
Me?
Who else?
What can I do for you, boss?
Don't tell Yuna you know about Sin and Jekt.
Huh?
You know her. She would distance herself from you.
Seven's
We
colorblind as well.
I see. I think.
Well, mine is
Yeah,
light
but
colors
even
and
if I
stuff.
did
Like,
say something,
I'm not fully
no one
colorblind.
believe me, you know?
Yuna would.
Ah, you have a point. Come to think of it, did I really have to know about Jecht? What about my feelings?
Better
In
than you
2020.
finding out at a critical moment. becoming
2020, but
emotional.
50% colorblind.
What? Me? Emotional?
I heard you were quite the crybaby.
Yeah, maybe when I was a kid.
But my daughter has
Maybe even a little now.
piss poor vision.
Just a little.
My
Hey,
mom has piss
I
poor
still
vision.
don't
My
like your
brother
sword,
has
you
bad
hear?
vision. My son does not need glasses. What was that?
Yuna, it is good to see you and your companions are well.
Yourselves as well, Captain. We were worried. Praise be to Yevon.
We escaped with our lives, but our troops were decimated.
Of all our chocobos, only this one made it.
We make pretty poor chocobo-mounted forces without chocobos.
We turned our backs on the teachings and cast away our faith. This is our just reward. So many died in vain.
Damn religions.
Is that the Jose Temple?
Literally every woman in my life, both related and not related, had bad vision. Aren't colorblind. My mom is blind as a bat without her glasses. Violet's pretty blind without glasses too. That's not fair. She can see stuff about this close from her face.
Awesome.
Like,
The lightning mushroom rock.
if this was back in the day, Vi would have those big pop bottle glasses, the real thick ones.
Summoner's already in there.
Another summoner?
What if it's Donna?
We have to hurry.
Are you nearsighted or
In we go.
farsighted? Vi's nearsighted. Is that the one you can fix the LASIK? Oh, what is stigmatism? You just know that you have it. So Vi has astigmatism and is nearsighted. Can you not fix farsightedness with LASIK? Is that? Well, there's one of them I think you can't fix with LASIK. The wounded are fighting. Stay of the world. You have done all we can. They must not be disturbed. I want the chest here in front of. Beds are taken. Actually, no, we got some weapons. So. Sleep proof. 3 strength. I wasn't gonna rest, but oh well. Anything right further than right in front of her face? She needs her glasses. Does Aunt Sammy need glasses, or am I just losing my mind? Irregular formation of the eye shape. You can see up close fine, but needs glasses to drive and go to the movies. Wouldn't that be farsighted? Right? If you can't see far away, that's farsighted, right? I don't remember. I don't remember Which is which? Do we ever get to like unlock more potential of these weapons? Because my Brotherhood sword is still the same as this sword, but my Brotherhood sword has multiple spots. Do I get to unlock it? I'm confused. Like all the women in my friend group need glasses too. It's like I attract people with bad vision. If you want to have good vision, don't get to know me personally, I guess. Or you're trying to compensate for how ugly you are.
So you're a champion of the
I'm kidding.
Nebraska.
See, your thought process is, I don't think I look that good, so I got to get people that can't see. They don't notice. I think you can grab another weapon abilities or something. Yeah, but how do you do it? I don't remember how any of that works.
I beg your pardon, but may I ask your name?
I am Summoner Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
As I thought. The daughter of Lord Braska. You have the look of your father.
My father?
How goes the whole entire year of Final Fantasy? It's not bad.
No. I have
I do.
never met
It
the
does
man.
suck when I get in moods to play other games, though.
My apologies. I am Isaru. I am a summoner, like you.
I'm Bussy. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Maroda.
Okay, so when Rico gets here,
I'm guarding my
that
big
makes
brother
sense.
here.
Since I was a child, I've always looked up to Lord Braska.
His mouth doesn't open enough to be
Wished I
talking.
would someday become a high summoner like he was. You must have some of your father's talent in you. I believe you might someday defeat Sin.
I'm not really. I've only just become a summoner.
Of course, I've no intention of losing either. So perhaps we should race to see who can defeat Sin first, no?
Very well then. I accept your challenge.
Isaru!
Yuna, I beg your leave. Good luck to both of us.
Yes.
Time for another puzzle.
Hey, you.
Me?
You are Yuna's guardian, no? Maroda's heard a curious rumor. I thought you should know.
I heard it from those crusaders. Seems that summoners have been going out on pilgrimage and just disappearing.
It could just be the fiends got them, but not so many so quickly.
Sorry I don't know more, but watch your back.
Ooh.
Ain't much future for a guardian without a summoner, eh?
What? What y'all talking about?
We're talking about doing your job as a guardian.
Hey, I'm doing good. Right, big brother?
Please be careful.
Will do.
Okay.
Oh, what?
We're leaving!
Be right there. See ya.
Oh, you got a chest in there. Mega Phoenix. We're all out of healing potions. Even so, more wounded men are being brought in. Please wake up, Captain. So I'm drinking lime cucumber Gatorade and I have a mixed feeling about it. That doesn't even sound good. And cucumber really doesn't have a taste. I mean, there's just cucumber is literally just water.
The cloister of trials lies within. Are you?
You don't find anything in here anyway. It's a puzzle room, from what I remember.
All right, Guardians, at attention.
We are ready.
All right, let's do it.
All right. We got a pushy plate. I think we push this way. Or not. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Take that out. Eyeballs closed. Nope. Nothing. I'll put in this. Yeah. And now take this. Still guessing here. Not right. Do I need to turn the other sides back on maybe? Do I get them back? Can I get these back out of the door? Nope. I think I take these. And go back in here. Because these go all the way back in. Yeah, this is what it is. I need to fully light up this shape. I'm just glad it's some stupid mom puzzle. This is more Zelda-y than anything. Or when I'm sorry, Breath of the Wild copied this, but it feels very Breath of the Wild-y. All right, so that's that. Got the whole thing lit up. Isn't this one charged though? I'm not sure. But I can't get that out of the ceiling. There's not an orb in it anyway. And I don't see any other place to stick this orb. Besides here. Did I not charge it enough, maybe? Let's try that. Maybe that's, well. I'm unsure because there's not much I can do here. And I can't unlight the middle one. Wait, I'll put this in. Yeah. I'll put this side in too. Still need another orb. I'm like one orb short. I didn't do anything. I can't take that one. I don't know what to do here. I can't take the thing out of the doors. I don't understand. Like, yeah, and I don't understand what's going on here. I've supercharged one. I can't supercharge anymore. Unless that pillar is supposed to go in the center of the aisle, which it may. I don't think it does though. I don't know what to do. I got you, Caleb, but I don't know what to fucking do. I got all. To me, there's only like one thing I can do here, and what I tried did not work. And now we're stumped again. There's nothing else for me to do. There's nowhere else I can stick balls. Like none. I can't stick the balls anywhere else. So I don't know what to do. I'm completely stumped. I have no idea. If you got the answer, fucking tell me, or I'm gonna Google it. Because I don't understand how I put the 2 orbs in here. I supercharged 1 orb. That supercharged orb's there. Took the other 2 orbs and lit up the sides. There's nothing else I can do. There's no other place to stick it. We're trying to light up the sun on the wall, I guess. Okay, Google. Fuck it. If in what are these places called? Trials. Do y'all want to know how fucking blind I am that I don't see this one right here because I'm fucking colorblind? I had to, so I can't see this. There's apparently a hole here. I can't see it. The only reason I could see it is when I brought it up on the website. It was a much brighter picture and I could see the hole. Yay! I love being fucking colorblind. You can't see it either? I can't fucking see it. I just know there's one here. You want it? Here. This is like, y'all saw how quickly I Googled, right? I didn't even have time to read it. Look at this. See, this right here is the only reason I was able to see it. I was like, wait a minute, is this picture flipped? I could not see that. Yep. Okay. That's probably not right. I wonder if I'm supposed to supercharge all of them. Well, I'm sure for anybody that doesn't have color blindness problems, had no issue at all. But I thought I had walked around. I even walked on the walls pushing buttons in case I couldn't see one. You're going to bed. All right. All right, we lit that up. Now get the thing back. Yeah. All right, now let's light up the whole picture. I wouldn't call that a puzzle though. That's more of a I can't see it. I'll try to have fun, Caleb, playing with my boss. Good seeing you. I haven't seen you in a bit, so it was good seeing you. No, that's fine. I like playing with my boss too. Hold up. All right, not sure where to put the destruction sphere. Not there. Can I put the destruction sphere up here? Because everything else is used for powering. Am I supposed to have anything in the middle of that? Ah. There we go. Easy peasy. Was nice chatting with you. You have a good one, man.
We wait here.
You should try to settle down. Yuna will be blamed if anything happens.
Well, you again. Still traveling with quiet.
It's Bikini Bitch.
What is it, Bartello? You know this riffraff?
You are Arin, no?
Funny that the person's name is Bartello because it's a callback to Final Fantasy IV's like giant robot thing.
Arin. No,
What?
Sir Arin. You're the reason I became
Bartello.
a guardian. Thank you, sir. This means so much to me.
Calling the personal guardian to Lord Braska riffraff?
And you call yourself a summoner?
Bartello, enough. Get back here.
No, it's just in 10. I guess I'm thinking of a different name. I thought it was a robot from 4-2. Oh.
Quite the show, yeah? Not so good on the heart, though.
Pick spot. Shut up. Wait.
You should try to settle down.
I swear, I'll never wash this hand again.
Please, touch me with that hand and I'll remove it.
Stop pacing around. Be calm and wait.
I'm not pacing. I'm talking to everybody. Calm and wait. Iron board.
You owe much to your father. All these guardians. And Sir Orin too? And I hear Maester Seymour's quite taken with you. The world must look different when you're the daughter of Lord Braska.
This has nothing to do with my father. I'm traveling on my own, as a full-fledged summoner.
Oh, is that so? Then try standing on your own two legs for once. Your guardians won't be able to protect you when the time comes.
Hey, we got Ixion. We got our electric pony. All right. I need to use the bathroom real quick. We will be right back. Anyhow, Mixio, how you do? Hopefully well. All right. They had a little chest everywhere, don't they?
We're leaving once Yuna gets here.
Okay. Where's he?
We're leaving once.
Okay. Go this way now. You still in here? No, she's in the bedroom. Never mind. Did I wash my hands? You don't need to wash your hands if you don't touch anything. I'm wearing gym shorts. There's nothing to touch. Wait a minute. Just implied something else. Not what I meant. Not laughing at me, Bob. That's what my nurse sister-in-law says. I mean, if you don't touch anything, you know? I mean, it'd be different if you got some on you and then you're like, yeah, probably need to straighten up, clean up there.
No matter how dark the night, morning always comes. And our journey begins anew.
Donna has left. Isaru too.
Get ready for the journey ahead.
All right, well, I guess we'll do sphere grids. I wanted music while I did sphere grids, but I need to just sleep. Yeah, no touches, just flop and go. One of the joys of being a wiener holder. Where is the bitch? Oh, there you are. Fucking napping. Get the fuck up, lady.
She was working until dawn, healing the wounded, sending the fallen.
Okay. I guess I'll just let her sleep for now then. Ah.
Flopping.
Morning.
What? Morning?
Don't worry.
But it's morning.
Oh, I need to make a sign.
I'm
Just
so
flop
sorry.
and go and put it up in the bathroom.
I'll get ready right away.
At work.
Just a moment.
Don't worry. It's okay.
Dude, why does it look like my left eye's got a black eye? Fuck.
Yo, sleepyhead.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Really, there's no rush. Here.
Why she zip
your
around?
hair.
A summoner with bad hair. What's the world coming to?
You could have woken me up.
We called to you, but with all that snoring.
What is it today? Everyone's picking on me. Oh, you too, Sir Orin?
Once Lady Yuna fixes her hair, we leave.
I hadn't really laughed like that in a long time. It was only later that I realized. The only one really laughing then was me. Laughing must have been the only thing keeping them going.
What? That didn't make any fucking sense. Gosh, she's so damn slow.
Off so early? Lady Yuna, you must be exhausted after working so hard last night. Will you be okay?
I feel that I have rested enough, but thank you for your kindness. Will you be leaving too?
Yes. First we cross the Moonflow, and then we head north in search of chocobos to replace those we have lost.
Once we find chocobos, our mounted forces will ride again.
Huh? Aren't you missing someone?
Captain! Wait for me!
What took you so long? We're leaving.
You expect me to keep up with a chocobo?
Lady Yuna, I wish you good fortune. Elma, Klasko, let's go.
Ma'am.
Hey?
Ma'am.
Can I just rest a sec?
No complaints.
So do we have little monkeys to keep with us all the time now?
Where to next?
We cross the Moonflow.
Gotcha. Moonflow, baby, here we come.
I don't know what that means. Oh wait, we should sphere grid. You're gonna have to move down here. And this is a distant, wait, this is distant world. Previous, wait. Have you seen the distant world stuff? Have you gone to, anybody got any of the shows? Almost did back in the day. Something came up, couldn't afford it or something like that. Pyro. Could unlock that. What is in there? Staff HP. I don't think I was supposed to move there. One is here. I already have that. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to, but remember too late this year. Remember 3 days after the event. Oof. You gotta go write this damn paper and trying to find some fun, Mario. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it more than I did the first time I played. I think it's cause you all are here. Good night, Roy. Have a good one. Good luck on your paper. Oops. Oh. Right, so that's level 2. Dear God, what happened? I bet. Learn pray. We'll unlock this level one with her. Ugh. Now go to the next tier. Now where are you going? Provoke? Are we a tank? Be a tank, sure. I'm too used to Final Fantasy 11. We've always fought side by side. Now go back home together. Not much for it's not much of a wound. I should be able to go on. Okay. I was hoping you would just give me something for free. An Ochu. I want to learn new overdrive. Sub you.
Summoner Yuna, ready.
Whatever you do, don't kill it. And you fucking killed it. No, we won. I'm a bad summoner.
Go, go, go!
No, not special. Asune.
Light shine strong, our woe be gone.
Okay. Breaking the damage limit? I don't recall. Dealing the maximum damage earns the Mega Strike trophy. Oh yeah. I haven't been I stopped trying to treasure hunt this or trophy hunt this stuff in their Pixel Remaster after a couple of them I got to the very end and somehow missed a chest, even though I was using a guide to make sure I got all the chests. I kind of just said, I'll get what I can, but I'm not pushing to get all the achievements.
So you need someone with magic skills. Need a light?
Ooh, that's hot. At present, I don't like the gearing up in this game.
Good day, everyone. We can all learn a lesson from what has happened to the Crusaders. Only the truly faithful have a hope of defeating sin.
Okay. Vi's doing slices right.
Everyone, look sharp.
Ray's like an AoE heal, isn't it?
My turn.
Immune to my dart ball, man. But I don't want him to hit me or dance. No, I don't want that either. Oh dear. Una, save us. What's up, Big Sion?
My name's Yuna. Pleased to meet you.
All right, let's see this one. It's Thor's hammer. Cool looking. That's a good horsey. No friends. I just
Training, huh?
probably don't need to fire a. I think regular fire would do just fine.
No time to waste. Let's go.
We got a katana though. Never mind. It sucks. You see how much on rails this game is though?
Looks just like him.
What?
Both follow summoners on all fours. Hornless goatlings. Hornless! Hornless!
Hornless. You haven't seen what's in my pants.
You come to insult Kimari? Wrong. We come to warn little Kimari. Summoners disappear. Never return. Next will be Kimari's summoner. Poor Kimari lost his horn. Next lose his summoner. Pitiful Kimari. Howl alone. Howl alone.
Do those two got something against you? What? They were just picking on you?
Kimari will deal with them.
And I'll help.
Kimari alone.
But,
It's Kimari's problem. We can't interfere. It's a rule.
I'm worried.
Let the Ronso deal with Ronso problems, yeah? That's how it's always been.
I mean, I'm worried about those summoners disappearing.
They aren't just disappearing into thin air.
hey, if we Guardians do our job, no problem, right?
Ooh. Confident.
Yeah.
Now, Kamari's probably got a pretty big horn in his pants. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Talking those rules for everything, right?
That's how it's done.
What's up, Avengers? Ooh, an ice Moomba. It's going. Slowly but surely. I think what the biggest problem with this game is the voice acting and how on rails it is. It's very, very on rails.
Go, go, go!
You think the voice acting wasn't bad? What? Voice acting's fucking atrocious. Arn and Lulu. Oh wait, Arn and Lulu, Kamari's alright. But Arn and Lulu is fine. Everybody else is pretty garbage. Including DiMaggio doing Waka. But I do wonder if it's like should blame the voice actor or more the director of the voice acting, because it should have been the director's job to redo some of these lines. Here.
My turn.
You may be the first person that doesn't think the voice acting is bad. That I've seen anyway. Everyone I've ever talked to about this game all agree that the voice acting is fucking horrid. Let's see. Titus's is absolutely terrible, and every line that boy does should be redone, and he's a narrator that makes it terrible. Yuna is fucking awful and mousy. Waka has some super stereotypical moments that don't sound very good, but has moments that sound okay. Lulu's pretty good. Amari's, I mean, it's fine. It doesn't say much. And Aaron is fine. Jack is terrible. Seymour is annoying, but not terrible. More annoying. And most of the off the cuff voices are terrible. Riku, I can't remember how bad Riku's is. It might just be another high pitched girl voice. From what I can remember. Well, I mean, everything's bearable, though. I mean, if you think about it. You know, another game that's got really bad voice acting? Deadly Premonition. But it's funny. Do you remember, Indris? This is one of my least favorite Final Fantasies. So there's also that, because I don't care for the story in this one either. I think the gameplay is fine though. I like the sphere grid. I like the graphic fidelity of the game, and the soundtrack's okay. I think that the soundtrack is actually one of the weakest, in my opinion, of Final Fantasy, but it's okay. It's hard to go like, I'm saying it's weaker than previous Final Fantasies, or other Final Fantasies, but it's still good. See, I disagree. I had the ending guessed. I guessed it in the first 2 hours into playing this game. I called Jack before it actually happens. I knew the deal, what was going on with Titus, and I understood what was going to happen at the end when you defeated Sin. I had it all figured out in the first like 2 hours of the game. So it made it really disappointing. Although I shouldn't have been disappointed considering. But
so be it.
Yeah. So I didn't have the twist that I wanted. And then we know what X2 is about. What I think would have made a better game, though, is a prequel. And I've talked about this about every stream so far. Would have been a prequel about Jet and Braska and Aaron. I think that would have been cool, because it would have like touched on like the beginning of the whole everything. But we don't have that. I think that would have been more interesting than the story we got here, because I also really don't like Titus. Don't like his character. Like, I think the game would be better if you took Titus out and put Aaron in. just make Aaron be the main guy. We'll be good. Or I'd be fine with Waka being the main guy. I just don't like Titus at all. Titus has been popular with fans, often ranking as one of the best Final Fantasy characters in polls. Lol. That's. Oh man.
It's me?
All of those people probably started with this game then. What is this poll? I need to know about this poll though. I want to know what they rank, because I'm gonna say now they probably think Cloud Strife is #1. It's gonna be like Cloud Strife is #1, and then Sephiroth, and then number 3 is gonna be Squall, and then right after Squall is Titus. You're first. This is, I just kind of assumed most people are gonna say Squall and or Cloud and Sephiroth. I'm always gonna say Cecil's my #1, but that's a nostalgia thing. I have to wipe 4 off of nostalgia for me, I think. So no, it would be Edgar. I absolutely loved Edgar as a kid and probably will always stand by that. So it'll probably be like Edgar, Sab, and Locke. There's my first 3. And then like Kane and like I want to make a list of like after I'm done with this, I want to make a list of all my favorite Final Fantasy characters and to see how it goes. I don't have any damaging spell.
Mend us.
Oh, VV's on up there too. I like Cloud and Sephiroth, don't get me wrong, but everybody just puts it as their first. And I think it's not fair considering how many other really good characters. Squall has a terrible personality. Like, Squall, I want to say that Squall had 0 fucking personality at all until Remake. Before Remake, he was a blank fucking character that was copying Zack. So I would say Zack is a better character than Cloud. I mean, I guess you could say he got some small personality bits from Advent Children, but for the most part, Squall doesn't really have a personality or a character. Because, I mean, he's acting on Zack as Zack. At least until Medill. And then if you're going to pick off of playable characters in 7, I would say Tifa is a much better character, or Aerith. Both have much more character development and like better trait. Like Tifa ran the fucking group pretty much. Just call her Mommy Tifa. Oh, I didn't like Aerith. I'm just saying that Aerith had more characters than Cloud did. Remake throws a wrench in all of that though, because Remake has like Jesse's arc was really good. God, all the side characters in Remake are just so well done. How do you get through this without fucking using items? Oh, Jesse is best girl. Fuck. I would kill multiple Aeriths for a Jesse. just let me have Jesse. I don't think Vi liked Jesse actually. Did you, I think that was one thing that we were at odds about.
I'll take you all on.
I know, I loved her character. I like the whole backstory of like working at the Gold Saucer before, or wanting to become a Gold Saucer, work at the Gold Saucer, and all that stuff. I like the whole prequel. It was just well done. It was good. But it, like, if I'm thinking of main characters, I think Titus is a terrible character. I think Vaughn's a terrible character. I think Zidane was even not that great in my opinion. I wasn't super fond of Zidane. That's from 9. I mean, he was all right, but I wasn't fond of him that much. I mean, BB's who steals the show in that. BB and Steiner and Freya, like, the cast of 9 is so good. All those items just kind of there. Kuja, I loved Kuja's character. No, I hated Steiner my first playthrough. He grew on me later. Like, he's one of those ones that, like, you kind of grow up liking later, I think. You didn't like Zidane? He's not that great. I like Marcus. Marcus has better character than Zidane does, in my opinion. Kuja and stuff. Kuja had white or red.
We meet again. I heard you took part in Operation Mihin. You've seen that Machina aren't the answer. In the end, only summoners can hope to defeat Sin.
You are right. I must train harder.
I can help with that, if you like. I propose a contest of Aeons. A friendly contest, of course.
I'm ready.
That's the spirit. But before we begin, I have healed your...
She's gonna kick my ass again. Seymour was a good villain. I don't.
Call whichever Aeon you want. Don't hold anything back.
Why did you do it twice? Ooh. God damn it. Cheating bit. You didn't heal all of mine. That was super fucking cheap, dude. I don't know why she got 2 ghosts. I did a shield and a melee attack. She did 2 arrow sparks, which should have caused her to have it down a bit in there. He's gonna have 2 rounds there. So I need to shield for both. It's gonna wreck me. No fucking fair. Hey cunt, you were supposed to heal both of mine.
Behind the ears, but you have spirit.
You only healed 1. You fucking cheated me on the first round. So eat my ass. Hate this woman. Summoner's Soul. Allows aliens to learn abilities by expanding items abilities. I don't remember this being a thing. So I need that many items to learn that ability. Okay.
Study Yuna and
I still hate that bitch. Wait, was it not in Aeons? Ah, wait. Do I even have anything I can unlock? Ooh, I need potions and stuff to unlock that. Okay. Could use a beautiful save point.
Let's see.
I need to touch my shiny ball. Man, I'm getting very tired fighting these Ochus. Did I just? Oh, I have it on memory. God damn it. Oops. Overkill. Can I have my orb thingy to touch? No. But I want it.
Whoa.
It's a lake. Or ocean or
This is
whatever.
the moonflow.
These are moon lilies. They say that clouds of fireflies gather here when night falls.
The entire river glows like a sea of stars.
Really? Hey, I got an idea.
We're not waiting till nightfall.
Then, once we beat Sin, we're coming back.
Hey, Riku? How old is Riku supposed to be? Is she like Yuffie's age? Like 16? She's 14? Are you serious? We sure about that?
Hey, we better hurry or we'll miss the shoe puff.
Shoe puff? That's some kind of boat?
The manual does not give her an age. She's not the youngest. Realm was a little, she was like a 6-year-old. So was Riku, not Riku,
What the? Whoa!
Aiko. Aiko was also 6.
This is a shoe puff.
Whoa!
Whoa! Let's ride! Come on, let's go!
All right. We board soon as we ready, huh?
Uh-huh. Two years after, that would make her 17. Yeah.
Years ago,
Ah, a history lesson?
Jack saw his first shoe puff here. Surprised, he drew his blade and struck it.
Why?
He was drunk, thought it was a fiend.
Oh, brother.
We offered all the money we had as an apology. Jecht never drank again. But it would seem that shoe puff still works here.
See the scar on his leg?
No, I don't think so. It's a bad idea, yes.
Please, we beg of you.
Impossible! Impossible!
What's wrong?
Before Jar Jar,
This guy won't let our chocobo on the shoe puff.
it was this guy.
Ah, it is kind of big.
It's just not fair.
He does have a point, though.
So what? We just leave him behind?
Hey, I didn't say that. Just...
It is no good. We will have to find another way. We will find a ford where we can cross on foot.
Yes, Captain Sir.
But that'll take days.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, boy.
That's our captain.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Those words stayed with me. I wonder how Captain Lucille is doing.
Riding a shoe puff isn't that much fun.
How little you know. Some things little boys never grow out of. Right?
Oh, God. Gonna return to Bevel after the tournament at Luca, but the crossroads blocked. Okay. Welcome. You seem to have fine taste, sir. Listen, buy from me and you won't have any problems down the road. I'm not buying this shit. Bell. Yeah, whatever.
Rides the shoe puff? All aboard! Shoe puff launching!
Okay. Time for a lot of cutscenes.
Hey.
Huh?
Take a look.
What? Whoa!
What?
A sunken city.
A Machina city, 1,000 years old. They built the city on top of bridges across a river.
But the weight of the city caused the bridges to collapse, and it all sank to the bottom.
Right, it's a good lesson.
A lesson?
Yeah. Why build a city over a river, yeah?
Well, it would be convenient with all that water there.
Nope, that's not why. They just wanted to prove they could defy the laws of nature.
No.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yevon has taught us. When humans have power, they seek to use it. If you don't stop them, they go too far, yeah?
Yeah, but don't you use Machina too? Like the stadium and stuff, right?
Yevon, it decides which Machina we may use and which we may not.
So what kind of Machina may we not use then?
Remember Operation Mihen? That kind.
Or war will rage again.
War?
More than 1,000 years ago, mankind waged war using Machina to kill.
They kept building more and more powerful Machina.
They made weapons so powerful, it was thought they could destroy the entire world.
The people feared that Spira would be destroyed.
But the war did not stop.
What happened then?
Sin came, and it destroyed the cities and their Machina.
The war ended, and our reward was sin.
So, sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand, eh?
Man, that's rough.
I love how
Yeah, it is.
he's so much
But
of a
it's not
fucking
like the
idiot
Machina are
that he
bad.
just takes this as face value.
Only as bad as their users.
It's because of people like the Albed screwing everything up.
What could that be?
Sit down.
Sorry!
The Albed!
Yeah, and Orange doesn't ever say anything. Yeah. It is funny because he knows like the whole story. And he's like, yeah, we'll let them figure it out. I forgot he's got white magic too. I'm not. Here we go. Of course Riku's inside that. Why wouldn't she? You always thought this particular fight was the most stupid encounter in the game. Pretty in-depth charges. Okay. You can only get scratchy throat all of a sudden. What is the point of this fight again? The lungs must be stupid strong. What was the point of this fight? To try and prove Waka's point? No, I understand that. I'm just talking about the fight's just really dumb. Liquid steel.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Indrish, I know you and I both know the story, but just in case, let's try not to be super spoilerly. I guess why I've been very vague talking about the ending and stuff. I just say that I know what happens. I know this happens. This has happened. I mean, you're not spoiling it for me, but you might for some viewer in the chat. And Vi hasn't played any of them. So.
What are they after Una for? Wait, they're mad they lost the tournament. Oh wait, they're mad about Operation Mihin.
No problem. I'm just fair warnings before we got too far in.
About summoners disappearing?
So the outbid are behind that. Those sandblasted grease monkeys.
You can make hints and stuff to allude to things that are happening based on what we already know, but like,
it's no use
just not flat out
now, right?
like answers to stuff.
We'll protect Una from anyone, anywhere. It's that easy. That's all I need to know.
This has probably been her least favorite.
I guess so.
You're right.
I don't know what she thought of 9. 9's one of my favorites. I don't know what she thought of it, really. I don't know that I even asked her that time. It was Vivi, right? Vivi sold it. Vivi sells that game.
Might be more out bed. Keep watch, yeah?
Looks like we're stuck here for a while.
I mean, it's still like, it was still super emotional when Zidane and Garnet get together at the end. Like, that was still super cute. But yeah, Zidane's character still fucking sucks. Or Bronsk must be busting, well, whatever. For the summoner like you, on our side, we need to send. Okay, can I just leave?
Guard Una.
Can we just go? Yeah. I think it wanted me to make preparations then. Hey, look who it is.
You're not dead?
Let's see. I think my favorite so far in watching them has been 7 and 9. But you've seen 7 twice now. She saw 7 like it green screened again. Okay. Well, I guess it didn't fix it.
Done for back there.
Oh, that fixed it.
Riku.
Hey, I think we got it.
Hey!
Fucking green screens, man.
How you been?
Terrible.
Yeah, Yeah, you don't look so good. What happened?
You beat me up, remember?
Huh? Oh, that Machina? That was you?
Oh, that really hurt, you know. You big meanie.
Wait, but you attacked us.
Nuh-uh. It's not exactly what you think.
Not exactly.
Friend of yours.
You like Chrono Triggers better than the FS? That's fair. That's perfectly fair. There's nothing to hate about that. That's very fair.
I told you about her, remember?
I mean, Chrono Trigger's held as one of the best RPGs ever. That's yeah.
Wow, so you like all your life. What luck meeting here, huh? Praise be to Yevon. So, Riku, you look a little beat up. You okay?
Waka.
Huh? What?
There's something we need to discuss.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Girls only. Boys, please wait over there.
Right. Sorry, Waka.
Huh? What?
But you think this one's bad? You just wait till we play X2, which is Charlie's Angels game of this. That's not an exaggeration.
I would like Riku to be my guardian.
Show me your face.
Huh?
Look at me.
Oh, okay.
Open your eyes.
There's the swirl. It's not very prominent in HD.
No good?
Are you certain?
100%. So, anyway, can I?
If Yuna wishes it.
Yes, I do.
Riku's a good girl. She helped me a bunch.
Well, I mean, he lost Chappu. It's all of his hate against them is Chappu. That and the teachings of Yevon. So
It was strange.
pretty much what happened to Chappu just reinforced all of Yevon's teachings, which has got Waka where he is. So this whole journey is to deconstruct Waka's view of the world. Like that's kind of what this journey is. So if you're popping in and you don't know what's going on, Chappu is Waka's brother who died before this game takes place. And Chappu was supposed to have like played like a blitzball and all this stuff. Instead, he ran off with Albeds to fight Sin and died. So Waka kind of gets reinforced in his belief that Machina bad, Albed bad, praise Yevon, blah 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 blah. The reason Chappu's dead is because he walked away from the teachings of Yevon. So that's the whole premise for Waka, and this whole journey for him would be him coming to terms with how wrong he is, essentially. I mean, that's his journey. And then Chappu was supposed to be Lulu's husband or whatever.
I wonder what's inside.
Treasure chest battle. Use the special ability to steal to open treasure chest found in the battlefield. Be careful, the battle will end as soon as your foes are defeated, and any unopened treasure chest will be lost. Her stance was always funny to me. It always looks like she's kind of like a hunchback or something.
You should know. I'm scary with. I'm gonna use that item I just got on you. You'll be sorry.
And her hair is clipping through her face. Try mixing two bomb cores. Oh no, I'm gonna need, oh fuck, I forgot about this. I'm gonna need a whole guide on the mixing.
What did you just do?
That was
See her hair? It's clipping through her neck.
Use them like this. It's not that tough, really.
You think they would fix that one? That's bad. That's in her idle animation. That's pretty fucking bad.
More of us means less of them.
So who's next?
She looked like she was having some kind of medical issue.
No time to waste. Let's go.
She does. She's all just slinging her arm in. And what she does though, when her arm slings in, the hair, her hair that's dangling close flings through her neck to the other side and then comes back. Like you would think that they would have fixed that idle animation to be a little bit not like that. It's awful. Yeah, her neck, it's weird. It's janky. I know what they were going for, but not very good. Because it's very reminiscent of Yuffie's idle animation. And I guess that's what they were going for. This does not look good. I wonder if the not remaster version didn't look as bad. I don't remember. Indrish may remember. I don't know. I didn't open my map. I don't know why that came up. It's been too long.
We have been expecting you, Lady Yuna. Welcome to Guado Salam. This way, my lady. This way.
Me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, I beg your pardon. I am called Trommel Guado. I am in the direct service of our leader, the great Seymour Guado. Lord Seymour has very important business with Lady Yuna.
Business with me? Whatever could it be, I wonder?
Please, come inside the manor. All will be explained. Of course, your friends are also welcome.
Twist our arms, why don't you? Ah, I almost forgot.
Yeah. No, I get it. So we want the blank spots because the blank spots let us upgrade. But it's funny because the Brotherhood sword gives you 5 blank spots at the start. You. Yeah. You have to unequip it before you can do anything to it? Wait, do I have to be at a sphere to do it? No? It's not letting me do any of the ones that are grayed out, but why? That only has one. That one's capped. That all the ones that are grayed out are capped. But set Brotherhood. Why is Brotherhood not? That's so weird. Iguano help warrior monks patrol the roads beyond. Why wouldn't we do all we can for good of Spira? Thank you so much for destroying the Albag contraption. Those heathens are despicable. I feel so relieved now. Wait. Nap time. Where is your vendor? Yeah. Let's just go to the main thing. I think we got more time in here anyway.
Kimari not like Mr. Seymour.
Why does he want to see me?
I wonder what smells so nice.
Stay close to Yuna.
These are the past leaders of the Guado.
They all look the same.
Mr. Seymour doesn't look like them, no.
Don't you know? The last leader, Maester Jiskel, wed a human woman. She was Seymour's mother.
Oh.
So he's half Guado.
I don't like the smell of this one, eh?
Why does he want to...
This way, please. I will go inform Lord Seymour. Please wait here.
Too much waiting.
He called us up here for more than just dinner.
Stay on your guard.
Why? This guy's just a priest, right?
Those with power use that power. Maesters have power.
Wait. You sure you don't have something against Yevon?
I lived a long time in Zanarkand.
Ah.
There's no temple here in Guadasalam, see? Summoners usually just pass through on their way elsewhere. What?
I didn't even ask a question and you're explaining things.
You'd rather I say nothing, then?
No. Maybe you finally believe I don't know anything about Spira. And maybe that means you believe me about Zanarkand, too?
Well, there are many things I do not know. Your Zanarkand is one of those things. I suppose I can't say what I think either way. Still, be careful. You shouldn't tell other people.
Yeah, I know.
This is good.
Kimari, speak no more.
What could it be?
Maybe we'll find that out.
Truly, it is good to have guests again. Since Lord Jiskel passed away, these halls have been too quiet.
The death of Lord Jiskel was a great loss for all of Spira.
Was this Maester Jiskel really such a great guy?
He brought the teachings of Yevon to the Guado. He was truly a great man.
Truly a loss for us all. But now a new leader, Lord Seymour, has come before us. Lord Seymour is the child of a Guado and a human. He will be the tie that binds our two races together. But that is not all, I think. Lord Seymour, he will surely become the shining star that lights the way for all the peoples of Spira.
That is enough, Trummel. Must I always endure such praise? Welcome.
You wanted to see me?
Please, make
Why
yourselves
did they name
at
him
home.
Seymour?
There's no rush.
Please keep this short. Yuna must rush.
Pardon me. It has been a long time since I had guests. Lady Yuna, this way.
No. What is causing this shit? Some people are saying there's a memory leak in it, in this game. I can't figure out what it is. I've tried to all the fixes that everybody's posted. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if I need to go looking for a mod or what. Only does it in the fucking FMV cutscenes. And if you restart the game, it won't do it. I've already looked at the exact same thing you're talking about. I've already looked through that. You got that off the Steam forums. I've already done the NVIDIA console thing and changed that. The only other option I have is to run straight off, not out of Steam and through, it's not the computer. It's you close the game and reopen it and it won't do it again.
What could it...
Like, I just Alt F forward, right?
There's no temple here. Summoners usually... What?
I didn't even ask.
You'd rather...
No? Maybe
The shitty part is not as simple as just walking into a cutscene. There's a lot of dialogue
There
that
are
leads
many
to
things.
it.
You're Xanarkin. I suppose I... Still...
So I'm probably gonna have to start like rebooting the game after every save or some shit.
I haven't done...
Stay on.
Why? This...
Damn, you missed 9, yeah.
Maesters.
Wait. You sure you don't have something against...
We're fast forwarding through this because we just restarted due to a green screen.
I haven't done any...
Been sick as fuck. You got COVID? Ooh. I'm sorry.
Get the feeling he called.
All right, if it green screens again, I don't know what to do. I can't speed this up. See if I can Google anymore.
Truly, it is good to have guests again. Since Lord Jiskel passed away, these halls have been too quiet.
The death of Lord Jiskel was a great loss for all of Spira.
Was this Maester Jiskel really such a great guy?
He brought the teachings of Yevon to the Guado. He was truly a great man.
Truly a loss for us all.
The issue is the game ran out of memory during the cutscene.
Lord Seymour has come before us. Lord Seymour is the child of a Guado and a human.
There's a patcher. I've got, all right, so I think I found a patcher that fixes this.
Races together.
I'm
But
gonna
that
bookmark
is
this.
not all, I think. Lord Seymour, he will surely become the shining star that lights the way for all the peoples of Spira.
That is enough, Trummel. Must I always endure such praise? Welcome.
You wanted to see me?
Please, make yourselves at home. There's no rush.
Please keep this short. Yuna must rush.
Pardon me. It has been a long time since I had guests. Lady Yuna, this way. This sphere is a reconstruction created from the thoughts of the dead that wander the far.
Xanarkin?
Correct. Xanarkin, as it looked 1,000 years ago. The great and wondrous Machina city, Xanarkin. She once lived in this metropolis.
She who?
Gee, who, Seymour? Seymour doses them all with mushrooms.
Lady Unalesca.
She was the first person to defeat sin and save the world from its ravages. And you have inherited her name.
It was my father who named me.
Lord Braska was entrusting you with a great task. He wanted you to face sin as Lady Unalesca did. However, Lady Unalesca did not save the world alone. To defeat the undefeatable sin, it took an unbreakable bond of love, of the kind that binds two hearts for eternity.
That's some over the top armor there. That here though. His hair has so much anime going on in there. It's all over the place.
Wow, your face is beet red.
You okay?
He asked me to marry him.
You serious? Hey!
You know what Yuna must do.
Of course. Lady Yuna, no, all summoners are charged with bringing peace to Spira. But this means more than just defeating sin. She must ease the suffering of all Spira. She must be a leader for the people. I proposed to Lady Yuna as a maester of Yevon.
Spira is no playhouse. A moment's diversion may amuse an audience, but it changes nothing.
Even so, the actors must play their parts. There's no need to answer right away. Please, think it over.
We will do so then. We leave.
Lady Yuna, I await your favorable reply.
Orin's not having any of this shit.
Here, sir? I beg your pardon. We Guado are keen to the scent of the far plane.
You fucking idiot. Just go up and start sniffing Orin. I wonder if Seymour's gonna be a bad guy. All right, I think we're gonna stop here. Well, when I get to the save.
Yuna, the High Summoner's daughter. Seymour, the leader of the Guado. Married in the name of Yevon, overcoming the barriers of race. It would give Spira something cheery to talk about for a change.
Sounds just like a passing daydream, like Oren says.
Come on, let's just get on with the pilgrimage. I mean, marriage?
Jealous?
What? No way. We gotta defeat
Your belt's
sin.
unbuckled.
Romance can wait.
You sure picked a fine time to lay this one on us.
Almost 10's got a lot of belts
Maybe it is a
in
fine
this
time.
game.
You serious?
The majority being on
If my
Lulu's
getting
dress.
Would help Spira? If it would make people happy, if I could do that for people, maybe I should do what I can. I never imagined.
Morn, are you
doing
feeling all right
anything
now
like
after
this.
COVID?
But I won't answer till I know what's right.
You didn't get any of the
You could always just quit
crazy
your pilgrimage and get
can't
married.
taste or smell anymore, can you?
I will.
Or did you?
Go on. I'm sure that Lord Seymour will understand.
I guess so.
I am a summoner. I must fight and defeat.
I'm glad you're recovering.
Like Braska before you.
I had to stop myself from shouting. What's there to think about?
I'm going to the far plane. I'm going to see my father and think on this.
Go on. We'll be right behind you.
I wondered why none of the others ever asked Yuna. Do you love Seymour? Do you even like him?
All right, so what's going on with the green screen? From what I'm reading, it has something to do with only having 2 gigabytes of memory. And when the game runs out of memory, it just green screens the videos. So there's a patch that boosts it to 4 gigs, which is what I'm gonna do. We're not exactly sure how it works. There we go. Who's that? You run a patcher. I'm just seeing if we can do this real quick. This patch here. And then I think I'm just supposed to find the game. I'm gonna have to do this for both. It's the launcher. Okay. Another one. But Vi, you banned him before I found out how to become famous. How could you? No, so I'm hoping this will work. You're just supposed to patch the executables. I want to be famous. Idris wants to be famous. We'll never know now. Shit. All right. So I did those 2. Do I need to do the launcher too? I'm gonna do the launcher too, just in case. All right. So we should now have four gigs on the executables. Hopefully. If not, I think I can go straight from that. Hold on, can I boot the game straight from the So we will try boosting. We will try popping off. I don't even know how to talk. We will try booting from Steam next time. If it green screens again, then we will go straight from the launcher or from the executable that's been patched and try that. Because I don't know if we'll still get achievements if I launch from the executable. I don't think you do. Games like that or Crash Trilogy. Well, the problems aren't necessarily the game. It's the problem that the developers put these games out and then they don't fucking patch them. They will literally shovel this shit out or port it or do quick ports over, and then they don't patch shit when they realize that there's an issue. They just leave it. This happens all the time with fucking ports on PC. It's so frustrating because usually there are minor things that the company could easily fix, but they just don't. Like this is an executable patch for, it literally could have been an easy little fix to allow more memory for the cutscenes, but instead they just don't do it. Some cases you got to execute it once and then afterward the game reads fine from Steam launcher. This is a common thing and it happens all the time with fucking ports. One of the big drawbacks about playing ports, but usually you can find a way to do it. But the one thing that you run into is not being able to get like achievements and shit. That gets frustrating. And I'm doing a playthrough for stories and stuff, so I have to have those FMVs play. So we're gonna make it work one way or the other. So the next time we play Final Fantasy X, hopefully we won't get any green screens. If we do, then we will have to start booting off the executable. If it doesn't work, still doesn't work, then I am going to have to reboot the game like every hour. I think that's the only other options I have to keep the fucking green screens off. Sorry, I'm doing what I can. This is just, I guess, what you're gonna run into if you play this on PC. I do have it on PS3. My PS3's broken. PS3 won't boot. It's broken. So that's just sad. All right. Do I want to raid anybody? Who I was gonna raid went offline. So I'm gonna do a quick peek. I really don't want to like talk. I want to get off. Yeah, I'm just gonna. So next stream will be tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll be playing Final Fantasy 14, more than likely. I'll be playing 14 with Vi, and then probably be doing some stuff with Akita. And next Final Fantasy 10 stream probably will not be until Sunday night. Usually I spend Friday night and Saturday playing 14, get caught up since I didn't play all week, and then pick back in to the marathon on Sunday night. So if you want to come back just for the marathon, Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. If you want to check out Final Fantasy 14 and hang out with us, then come on tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. Morn, it's really good seeing you again. I'm glad you're okay and you are recovering well from COVID. Grogu, thanks for hanging out. Ditzy, thanks for booping in. And Indris, thanks so much for the convos. Mixio, thanks for watching. And Seven, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. It's always been fun talking. I will always want to talk Final Fantasy. So if y'all ever want to talk about Final Fantasy games, just about your favorite things or what have you, I'm always down because it's really my favorite thing to talk about. So, thanks for the stream. My job is always more fun when I watch Final Fantasy. Nice. All right, y'all have a good one. Like I said, next stream 10 p.m. Eastern night for Final Fantasy 14, and next Final Fantasy 10 will be Sunday night 10 p.m. Eastern. Good night, everybody. Bye.